it a little bit. Tap it a little bit. There you go. Tap it small. Yeah. To read the program, Integrity Watch. Integrity Watch is a 1 hour live radio program of the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia that is aired on ECOWAS Radio 91.5 FM, and it's also relayed on Prime 105.1 FM. This show runs from 11:05 to 12 noon. This program serves as a primary radio-based communication and information dissemination platform of the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. It is a key advocacy tool that provides essential information about the state of the fight against corruption and national integrity building efforts, as well as promotes the culture of accountability, transparency, integrity, and evidence-based decision-making across all sectors and institutions of our wonderful and beloved country, Liberia. This radio program serves as an advocacy, coordination, and engagement platform to rally citizens and other stakeholders' support for the fight against corruption and bad governance in Liberia. As you may be aware, this program is an activity under the auspices of CENTAL, that is the Center for Transparency and Accountability, Liberia Center, National Integrity Building Anti-Corruption program that is funded by the government and the people of Sweden through the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency, SIDA for short. So as part of the NEMA program, that is the National Integrity Building Anti-Corruption Program, CENTAL has established another activity under that program that is called the Legal Advice Center. So what is the Legal Advice Center? It is an independent platform that enables citizens to free to report and seek redress to corruption and other integrity-related issues within their communities, their counties, and the entire country. So at ELAC, there's a team of professionals, including lawyers, who are willing and ready to listen and provide the necessary advice needed to pet the complaint. You can also report, like I said, you can also report integrity-related issues if you want to know about laws governing anti-graft institutions. You can also call them and they will provide all of those necessary information that you need as it relates to your request. Citizens are encouraged to freely report or call through the further mediums, or you can just engage them through the further mediums. So there's an email address. The email address is alac@cent.org.lr. I repeat, alac@cntl.org.lr. You can also probably follow the social media page, specifically Facebook, CENTAL ALAC, so it's CNTL at ALAC, CNTAL at ALC, or you can call the toll-free number, 4-digit toll-free number. Whether you have Lone Star, Orange, you can just call that number. The 4-digit number is 4432. I repeat, it is 4432. You can also call that number, and the professionals and lawyers will be willing to listen to your complaint, or whatever request that you might want to make. So make use of that number, but please, when you're calling that number, please do not just call that number just for fun. We encourage people. I mean, like I said, serious-minded people are seated and waiting to listen to your request. So call that number and be very civil as well. Please, we're encouraging you. 4432. You can call that number, or perhaps you can just walk to the offices of the institution. It's located at the um, 22nd Street, St. Cloud, opposite the John F. Kennedy Hospital, atop Lucky Pharmacy. So you can just reach there, and just meet the professionals, and say what you want to say to them. Like I said, the professionals, they are very welcoming. So once you get that, you're gonna feel that level of hospitality from them. We encourage you. The fight against corruption cannot be, one person cannot fight corruption. It takes the collective efforts of every one of us. So we and all other Liberians, we need to put our foot down. We need to put our feet down and see how we can tackle this issue of corruption in our country, Liberia. Today, we will be calling one of the county field officers, to be specific, Bomi County. So he's going to provide updates from the county as it relates to the entire Western Cluster Saga. So we're going to be, getting information from him about how the entire process is like on today's show. So we ask that wherever you are monitoring us, Facebook, we want to say thank you for following us. And if you are listening to us in Maserado, Banga, Lofa, Vonjoma, Grand Gide, Grand Cruz, Sando, Picano, Grand Bassa, Riverside, wherever you are listening to us and monitor us, I want to say thank you so much for monitoring us, and let us get the show going quickly. But before we go to our county few officer right in Bomi County rather, I want us to talk about something. We have a segment called Little Things That Matter. So let's talk about it quickly, and we will put in a call to Bomi County. So I want to say good morning to His Excellency, Dr. President George Manawia, and to the loving people of this wonderful and beloved and noble country, Liberia. Liberians are interesting people. The love for Liberia is not easy. If you really want to know that Liberians love Liberia, travel and you're gonna see. Like somebody told me they were in a bus with Kenyans, and a Liberian was there, but he didn't know that guy was a Liberian until he spoke the colloquial, and the man joined him and they started to lecture and things like that. Oh, how it's home, Liberians, we love our country and we're willing to do anything for this country to progress. That's why we all need to come around and put hands around each other to stand out, to stand and fight this menace called corruption. Mr. President, I want to say thank you so much for all of the developmental initiatives. These initiatives are very laudable. I want to say thank you so very much for rules and laws, policies, and electricity, and all of these things. Thank you so much. They are good. These things are laudable venture, that they are developmental initiatives, and I must hail your administration for that. However, the fight against corruption needs to be strengthened from your angle. it needs to be strengthened because everyone, we are looking up to you. Whatever happens to this country now, the international community will not just look up to the citizens. Who is the head of that country is, Dr. President George Emmanuel Weah. So if this country continues to go down, like the recent corruption perception index, that score like Bureau 26 over 100, nobody is looking up to the citizens now from the international stage. It is you that everyone is looking up to. That I think he's responsible for the fate of that country because they're not doing well, especially as it relates to the fight against corruption. Hey, since our administration from 29 to 26, we pray that we should not continue to go down the line like that. It's not good for this country. So, Mr. President, you need to do well. You really need to do well. Take some hard actions and step on those things and close your eyes and make decisions in the interest of the country. That is the only way. If you don't make these decisions, people will take you to be like a weakling, and of course we know that you're not a weakling. You are president, so you need to exercise your power. Put for political will. We have so many bills, and those bills need enacted. It needs to be passed into laws. It's very important that you calm down hard on these things because we're in a democratic society. The power is inherent in the people. So coming October 2023, this year elections, if you really want to go back, you have to do all in your power to see if you can meet the needs of the people. And I love this country so very much. Liberia is an interesting country. Liberians, when they say yes, they are for it. So it's very important that you strengthen your leadership, your style, and all of these things. I always say that we have all of the good laws, the policies, and the instrument to fight this menace called corruption. But the implementation part remains a major challenge to serve as a mitigating or space that will tackle corruption to its core. It's important. Corruption is like playing all of the pages. On the other side, corruption is there. In all of the sectors, corruption is doing its own thing, and nobody cares and things like that. You and all the meaningful Liberians, including myself, we really need to fight hard to tackle this menace called corruption. Other countries are doing it, and they are not better than us. We are humans like them. So it's important that if we want for development, this thing should not be one person thing. I always say that it should not be one person thing. It should not be one person. Every one of us, we need to come together for this menace. It should not be one person thing. Oh yeah, when I go there, I will do my own thing. Yeah, I would. I got to take care of my family. I got to do this. I overheard somebody the last time they said that they are there doing their own thing. They are there, enjoying themselves. Myself, when I get there too, I will enjoy myself. I believe those days, like the presidents I've had and stuff like that, those are the kind of things that they used to say when I become president. I will do my, I will do my do. I will eat my own. These things are not good for this country. Liberia is all we have. Liberia is all we have. So we really got to stand up to fight against corruption. Many diplomats are always concerned about this issue of accountability, transparency, and all these things. The people are concerned because they love this country. Imagine donors are pouring out money in this country and they're not getting the benefits. Look at what happened in Mangibi County the last time. The American government, they allocated fund for a specific purpose, health. I think Mangibi County, this thing, I think the CS running is this and other things, like that. Let us put money into health, into health that will help that particular county. They give the money, there is no hay, no tea. And the Americans are people that when they give you something and you misappropriate that thing, they will come after you, or they'll just stop the phone and do some kind of a press release, or perhaps they will investigate. For me, one thing I know, they investigate. The way investigate is very important. Elections, are around the corner, and next, please, we don't want a repeat of the referendum. We don't want a repeat of the referendum. It's very important. At this time, We know there are lapses. However, you need to strengthen yourselves. You might be talking about, oh, they did not allocate it, they did not allocate our budget very soon, and what can we do? And, the problem is not from us, it's from the people the people that involved in the process and things like that. Stay, please. Make a request and start the implementation process. We need adequate awareness. First time voters, it's very important that you pay keen attention to the first time voters. It's very important. Even the staff of NEC, those that will be working, I will come to that other part. Those that will be working for NEC, I will come to that part. The staff that I don't know if the recruitment process has begun like that, but please, you guys need to have a specific section. I know that there will be a workshop, but that workshop has to be intense with adequate information, behavioral type. It's very important that advise your staff to be very polite to the staff, be very, because I encountered this once. Asked. I was like, "Is this how the people train you guys to behave?" And I just did my registration process and left from there. Please, we really need you to advise the staff to be very polite to the voters, especially the first time voters, or those that will go register. That will register. Please, it's very important. Meg, please do that. And on the aspect of awareness, it's very important that you do these things. It counts as much as possible to create adequate awareness. It's very important, because if you don't inform people about the process of the voting process, where to go register, the present, the this, the that, please, you need to start there with other. But this time we should be hearing jingles. Jingles should be on the air. Jingles about this and that. Which these are the things that we want to start hearing now. You have to be more proactive. You have to be very robust in its awareness or process. It's very important. We don't want to repeat of the referendum. Please, we don't want to repeat. We want this election to be very free and fair. We want people to have that kind of a balanced mind. We want citizens to be excited about the process. I know that the funds they are made available, so it means that you need to start going in the county. The process will start. They have some, stipulated days for all of those people. What's Yeah, they have the days there. Please, you need to do well. The National Elections Commission, you need to do well. I witnessed recently this guy. I think he's an advocate, and he tried to tear down our posters, and I believe that he was right. I read a statement from the National Council of Liberia, and they talk how they condemn the act. Yes, it is not how you call it, say it's not campaign time. Campaign has not been declared open, then why are you putting posters all over like that? I don't remember the former president, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, even putting posters all over, especially when she was deliver her soul now, whatever things. I don't remember. I don't remember that. I don't know if I remember that. No. I think that guy, McKean Randall, he was right, and it's the election commission has not declared campaign open. Then why would you start to? It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. These things it's not a good sign and for young people, elections, please. I want you to be please be very decorative in your mind. Know what to do. Know what to do. Know who to vote for. Do not just allow anything to come and infringe, over your heritage like that. Please, it's very important. Young people, do not be carried. Most young people now they are carried away by by slogans and chants and all over this place, battle cries and things like that. Please, young people, be very vigilant. Be purposeful. Know what you want. Know what you want. Do not sell this country for just a little or nothing, a dollar or things like that. Please, young people, it's very important. The honors of this country rest on our shoulders. Do not vote people because yes, this person say they will do this. We don't want too much of future things. What you did, I want to admonish young people to look at the person past track records. See what the person did. We don't want what you did. I will know. Let us put X to the will. I did this, and I believe when I get there, I am going to do this. What you did for the people the last decade, what you did for the people. Oh, when I get there, I will provide. I will create more jobs for the young people. I will do this. I will do this. Let me just read this statistics that says 60% of the 4.6 million strong Liberian population are youth. Entered constituted 53%. Okay, constituted 53% of the voters in the December 2017 runoff elections. Isn't it? Gradually, we are growing. The population says, I don't know we are how many million now. Probably more might be around 6, 7. Who knows? Perhaps, but we're still waiting for the people to announce the population. I'm really eager of that number. Of that number, we'll know how many percent it's young people. It's very important. Young people, please do not just be carried away by young. The youth are negatively affected by the declining economy that has contributed to the country's rising poverty. Not to mention the high level of illiteracy is one of the major barriers, especially the women. Inclusivity is very important in this election. Let me go back to NEC, please. NEC, it's very important that you prioritize people with disability at those precincts, at the voting places. It's very important. It's very important. You have your center. Obviously, you have out of 10 persons, you might have one person with disability coming to register. But you have something that will be able to accommodate them. Please. I hope NEC is thinking about this. It's very important. You should have something. Not sure, but you must have something that will be able to accommodate those people. It is very important. It is very important. These people are Liberians, and they too need fair treatment. They want to exercise a constitutional right. Therefore, you must provide or space that will be able to accommodate them to register. You should do that. You should do that, Mr. President. It's very important. Or NEC rather, NEC is very important. It's very important that you do that. This issue of the Western Cluster, the Western Cluster situation, I think 2 or 3 days ago, from the justice, and they put a halt to it. So we will be talking to Bomi County. One of the county few officers of CENTAL in Bomi County will be getting his view around that entire process. How is it like now? Ladies via telephone call. They will call them to give their views about the entire Western Cluster Saga, and they say that how can you be operating in a county and you are not meeting the needs of the people? We talk about the county social development fund. That is, if a concession if a company is operating in this county, like Grand Bassel, Asalamenta, a specific feed will go to the county's cover for development. It's very important. But Western Cluster, they're not meeting the needs of the people. That's why there's a huge outcry. They're not meeting the needs of the people. The person yeah is here, you pass inside, dirty and going. You're not even thinking about coming back to clean it, or you're not thinking about compensation or whatever. To even put people, citizens of Bomi to key area, to key positions, you're not doing it. How do you think the people will be satisfied? The people will not be satisfied. And the people are not satisfied. I know when the Justice Ministry, put a halt to the Western Cluster operation, and I know they were excited. We tried getting in contact with one of the ladies there to talk about since they halted the operation, what has been some of those things that the company has done so far. We tried establishing contact before, however, we still will talk to somebody in the county. It's very important. It's very important. It's very important. Let me just read this part quickly, and I go to Vanny Freeman, who's in Bon County. That's the county field officer of CENTAL. The code of conduct for NEC. I'm sure that most of those people who are vying for public offices and have taken, adhere to this code of conduct for public officials. So I will go. It's part 5. I will go quickly to. Let me just go quickly to. There's a part I really want us. Okay, 5.1. The code of conduct for NEC personnel. Part 5. Political participation. All right, 5.1. It says. Okay, all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not engage. I know some of them are not engaging. Shall not engage in political activities, canvass, or contests for elected offices. B, should not use government facility, equipment, or resources in support of partisan or other political activities. C says serve on a campaign team of any political party or the campaign of any independent candidate. 5.2 says, where any person in that category stated in 5.1, year and above, desires to canvass or contest for an elective public position, the following shall apply. A, minister, deputy general, managing director, and superintendent appointed by the president pursuant to Article 56A of the Constitution, and a managing director appointed by the board of directors who desires to contest for public elective office shall resign said post at least 2 years prior to the date of such public elections. Be any other official appointed by the president who holds a tenured position and desires to contest for public elective office shall also resign said post 3 years prior to the date of the public elections. However, this is about already law. However, in the case of impeachment, death, resignation, or disability of any elected official, any official is above desirous of canvassing or contesting to fill such position must resign said position within 30 days, following the declaration by the National Elections Commission of the vacancy. So I'm pretty sure that those vying for public offices are taking keen note of this, and they are adhering to this piece of document. Very important that the adherence to such key public document is very important, because We want to set examples. Let me just conclude on little things that matter quickly and go to the line to bring Vanny Freeman to this on this broadcast quickly. So, Mr. President, the office of the ombudsman is very important. It's very important. You need to see how try your possible best to establish this. It is very important that you do it. It is very important. It is very important, Mr. President, because if the office of the ombudsman is not, established, what happened to the case of NEC, the National Elections Commission boss, David Eto Lasana Brown? We heard that certain money was given for money was given us for a specific purpose, and that money just went away like that. I don't know, say they bought machines or whatever stuff, and they went to the investigation because the office was established, so that case was kind of a thrown out. What do you expect? I'm pretty sure that you are taking note of it, Mr. President. I know that you will do all within your power. I wish I could read that particular document that talks about the establishment of the ombudsman, that kind of authoritative level that it has and things like that. But I will just skip that for the next day. So we will just take a break and see if we can get in contact with our counterfeit officer from Bomi County in person of Vanish Freeman. So if you are monitoring us on Facebook, we want to say thank you for monitoring us. You can just leave a comment. If you are listening to us, get ready. We'll be opening the line for the. Let's take a break quickly and get in contact with our office of Bomi County. Who is on the line from Bon County. Vanny, how you doing this morning?
Good morning, Mark. Good morning. It's a pleasure to join you. I'm happy and Bon County is okay.
That's great. That's great. How you doing? How is the family?
Yeah, the family is okay. It's just that you come a little bit lower. Can you please increase your volume because volume is covered on the internet on the Saturday, so you come a little bit lower.
All right, no problem. Are you getting me now?
Yeah, much better.
All right, great. So, like, how is where exactly are you in Bomi County?
Currently, as I speak to you, I'm on this segment very precisely on the Bomi Community College campus where I've come to conduct my continuous actual engagement with the students at the community college because they are just reopening for the first semester of 2023-2024. So currently, I'm on the college campus of Bomi Community College.
Okay, great. So, listeners and viewers following us on Facebook, Vanny Freeman is the county field officer of the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia Center in Bomi County. So he's working on one of the activities under the National Integrity Building and Anti-Corruption Program that happens to do with the youth engagement program that we call the Integrity Club. Integrity Club is a collection of people and messages of accountability, transparency in higher schools and universities, in communities, and the country at large. So I want to say thank you so much and welcome to this show.
Thank you, Mike. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Okay, great. So this entire issue of of Western Cluster, How is it like now?
Yeah, like, as you might be aware, this entire operation of Western Cluster created or have a creator or situation, the inconvenient situation with the facility. There have been a lot of disagreement with the facility here in Bomi, especially with the operation of Western Cluster. So, on recent, there have been series of engagement by the concerned facility of Bomi, having series of meeting with the county legislative caucus, showing their intention operation of the Western Cluster in very government, where the governor of Liberia and the people of Bomi, where Western Cluster was to operate the mine in Bomi. Unfortunately for the people of Bomi, in 2014, Western Cluster has to close down due to the outbreak of the Ebola. They left. So, every part of the later part of last year, Western Cluster returned to Liberia with another agreement where we call the memorandum of understanding, and they resumed their operation in Bomi. But there have been a lot of dissatisfaction from the citizens of Bomi in terms of some of the things that are enshrined in the NGA. So there are a lot of engagement. So of recent, former Senator Senator Johnson with some eminent citizens of Bomi, they filed a rate of prohibition at the level of the civil law court in Bolivia to halt the operation of Western Cluster until those things that was instructed in the NDA can be discussed. So according to the information we got in county is that there is a planning conference between the two agreed parties, the representation of Western Cluster and the consent facility. So that prohibition is still pending until the outcome of the conference. So I'm told that there's a special conference for next week. Wednesday. So from the outcome of the conference will determine whether the operation of Western Cluster will come to a standstill until they can revert to the NDA or there will be a continuation. So as it stands, there is a prohibition far on against the operation of Western Cluster in Bomi. But there has not been a complete clear-off process on their operation yet. So initial money is still ongoing, which is the outcome of the conference on Wednesday.
So that's coming Wednesday, right?
Yeah, this coming Wednesday. So from the conference this coming Wednesday will determine whether Western Cluster will continue their operation or there will be a state follow on their operation until those things that the citizens are demanding can be done. But there is a prohibition by some former lawmakers of Bomi that has been championed by former Senator Johnson and some other citizens of Bomi.
Since the operation of the Western Cluster, what has been some of those things that have been affecting the citizens of Bomi County?
Yeah, since the inception of the coming by Western Cluster,
okay,
there are a lot of agitation from the citizens in terms of those things they want to do. Because if you look at the environmental component of it, to have a company in the country to be like that sometimes the system looks like to things like that almost close to almost flying the street. So the citizens are saying that alone is detrimental to their health. You cannot have this kind of quantity of stuff flying the street with the iron ore. And secondly, the extended community. So where the mine is situated, there are a lot of communities surrounding the mine. Those communities are not very relocated. So the inhabitants of those communities are there extended with the mining activity. So now because the mining taking place, there are a lot of hard chemicals that are being used by the company here. So the citizens are saying that before the company resume those full operations, the initial to the precautionary measures, the environmental measures need to be put in place. Secondly, one of the country to convert the kind of a huge investment. There's a big important opportunity that by investing in one of the facility engagement, the ECOWAS said that there are about
Wow, it's kind of a disheartening though. No wonder why the citizens of Bomi they are very uneasy. Like we hosted two persons from the concerned women of Bomi County, and they talk a lot about how they will remain they have removed they are very angry about this entire and they want the government of Liberia to do something about it. So we are with the conference. You said this coming Wednesday, right?
Yeah. One of the is the time set up for the conference and West Cluster because the constituency of Bomi try a prohibition to stop the operation of Western Cluster until they can revert to the MDA. Because, for example, some of the contentions is one of their resolutions where even the health facility, you cannot have a multi-million dollar company that resume their official operation. The machinery bill and annex to the Liberian government hospital here and be able to supply it with the resident drug. All of their staff, all of them want to get there, where do they go? Even though a certain community, when people get accepted for the chemical, all of the where do they go? Those things have not been in the last year. They were almost close to 6 people of Moreover taking the Western Cluster cross rat. If you look at the environmental pollution components, talking the rats to the truck, the air, all of the nature. These are some of the contentions for the delivery.
So are you telling me that the Western Cluster they have not stopped their operations yet? Because I think 2 or 3 days ago, one of the at the Justice Ministry they halted the operations. They told them to halt the operations.
No, Western Cluster have not halted their operation. They have not halted their operation. As I speak to you, they were just there from someone very last year that saw Western Cluster cross run. But I'm told that the prohibition, the outcome of the prohibition will be determined. They have not halted their operational activities in Bomi.
Wow. Because according to yes, it's 6 days ago. It says here that Associate Justice Yami Bese has ordered a temporary halt to the mining operation of Western Cluster Liberia as a result of the rate of prohibition, which you just said. Because so they are now
that was the information that was circulating in the media. But as I speak to you, the operational activities of Western Cluster have not been halted.
okay.
Before appearing on this radio or before speaking your call, I had the opportunity to speak with one of the performance advocates here in Bombay, Omasco Kamba, who also told me about the planning conference. That there's a planning conference on Wednesday. So from the outcome of the conference between the agreed parties and Western Cluster, then if the co-agreement necessarily the prohibition will go into full swing. But as I speak to you, Western Cluster is still operating.
All right.
Last evening, I saw more than 10 to 15 trucks carrying iron ore from Thompson Bread of Morovia.
All right. Thank you so very much. That was the voice. It's nice talking to you, Vanny Freeman. That was the voice of Vanny Freeman from Bomi County, who was talking about the entire issue of Western Cluster Liberia. I want us to open the line quickly. We have a few more minutes to go. Let us open the line to get your views around this entire concession. Let's open the line. So if you want to participate, you can call 0779 0000691. I repeat, 0779 0000691. I repeat, 0779 0000691. If you are monitoring us, if you are there, you can just put a call quickly. You can just put a call quickly if you are monitoring us, or if you are monitoring us on Facebook, you can just put a comment quickly. We've seen a few persons following. You can just put a call quickly. The issue of hello, yeah, good morning, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Mohammed Sharif and I join you from Ghana's Etanol Junction.
Okay, let's hear you quickly.
Okay, specifically, my issue is with respect to the issue of Western Cluster operation in Bomi.
Okay.
at the expense of the people who gave them the power. Why am I saying this? When you look at the operation of Western Cluster Saga, this program on the solution issue of people, those heavy duty jobs for transporting iron ore components to Monrovia, you still a lot of particles in the air. And those particles are extremely harmful and it also causes noise pollution for people at night. You expect the citizens to sleep peacefully when they are headed to this job right in the street in Bomi. And even the students, they have the tendency of stimulating other environmental issues and population issues. So the citizens of Bomi are doing the right thing.